Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I'm your host, Sacred Girl NB, and in the last episode, we finished off one of the domes on... Well, we finished off the kitchen, I believe, and we opened up another one, another dome here in Rosalina's Observatory. This is the bedroom. This, in my opinion, has some of the best galaxies in the game, and I think it's there's no way that I can do it justice because I was like really struggling on which one that I actually wanted to start off with. But I figure I'm going to go ahead and do the Gusty Garden Galaxy. Because, primarily, because of the music. And I think this might be the most famous track in all of Mario Galaxy's soundtrack. Which is just for this galaxy. Just listen to it, and to me, I actually think this is like the main theme of Super Mario Galaxy. Oh my god, it is absolutely beautiful stuff. Oh my god, I love this galaxy. I love this galaxy, and I love... Oh, man! Oh, jeez. Wow. I am legitimately surprised that freaking gravity pulled me back into that little planetoid. Oh my god, because that would have been really, really bad if I ended up falling because of that. Especially when the epic music is going on, man. You don't want to ruin that for everybody. Whoa, jeez. Now, if I remember correctly, I think... Oh, God! Well, I was going to say, one of those piranha plants has the vine. Hang on, I'm going to let myself slip for a second, and then go ahead and go on there. Get rid of that little dude. Hey, big guy, I know you want to eat something. But I'm going to jump on your head. Get a one-up. Oh my god, I could gush about the music in this place like all day long, but yeah, this track to me is like the definitive Mario Galaxy track. This is what I think of when I immediately think of Super Mario Galaxy. It really just like encompasses like everything that I love about the game in like one song. And that's really amazing to me, honestly. Think you can catch me, boyoing? Alright, so true to the name of this mission, Bunnies in the Wind. You want to try and go ahead and catch these star bunnies. So they're going to be hopping about all over the place. Hippity hoppity, happy Halloween! Oh, freaking goofy. Oh, nice! All I had to do was just jump into the freaking little hole over here. Wow, that is a camera angle that I never thought I would ever see in all of my years of playing this game. But if you actually keep going further in, you're going to notice in this little bunny burrow, there's a one up here along with some star bits. Going down the rabbit hole. I'm late for a very important date. Alright, so that star's done. Wow, that only took like a couple minutes. My gosh, yeah. Alright, so the gushing that I've had about this is like totally, you know, donezo. You know, we're actually not even that far away from like technically getting the requirement of stars that are needed to beat the game. We're only 15 away. You only need 60 in order to get to the final boss. So we're almost at the halfway point, guys. That's crazy. But time has definitely been flying by. I mean, I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I do not want this Let's Play to end. This is probably the most fun that I have ever had doing a Let's Play before. And that's crazy to me because it's like, I mentioned way back in episode 1 of this that my Let's Play history with this game has been rough. And I mean very rough. I love this game to pieces, but for some reason, I don't know if it was time, I don't know if it was, you know, fate, I don't know what, but fate basically said, you are not ready to Let's Play this game yet. Because every single attempt that I had at trying to Let's Play this game never ended up going the way that I wanted it to. And I think a lot of it was just because of the fact that I hated my commentary. Like, I honestly think that that's really what it boiled down to. I just wasn't that experienced enough yet in terms of just talking to myself and coming up with interesting things to say. And time has definitely been kind to me in terms of how I actually start talking to myself. And the one thing that I will definitely, like, I will always, you know, take with me is that I'm glad I kind of held off. Because I'd been wanting to Let's Play this game almost since Mario Galaxy 2 first came out. And that was more than, like, a decade ago. Give myself some star bits. Yeah, I'm gonna die, of course. I spun too many times. I ended up going a little bit too far there. But yeah, like, because Mario Galaxy 1 came out in 2007. Mario Galaxy 2 came out in 2010. And around 2010, that was around the time that I finally decided, like, 2009-ish or so. It was still when I was in high school that I wanted to try Let's Plays out. There we go. The wind will carry you there. So you just gotta trust the wind. Trust the fungus, Mario. Trust the fungus. There we go. Spin into that guy. Spin into that mole. And I guess the best way to really explain it is that anytime that I did start Mario Galaxy as a Let's Play, I only ever got to the fountain. And I never got any further than that. So the fact that we've managed, at least in terms of recording, the fact that I've been able to get to a point successfully where I can say, oh yeah, we're almost at the halfway point. This is a record for me personally. So, who knows? I have a feeling that this is actually going to be, like, the first successful Let's Play on my channel. And honestly, that I'm as happy as a clam when it just comes to that, because I don't care if, like, nobody's watching. For me, like, I think the accomplishment is the fact that I'm actually going to get this done. And because it's something that I've wanted to do for a very, very long time now. So the fact that it's finally going to be a reality, hopefully, with if all goes according to plan. If somehow the end of the world doesn't happen within, like, the next, like, few weeks or, like, even a month or so, you know, then to me that would be considered a victory. So anyway, you could go on that tiny little, like, donut ring with all the vines and everything like that, but it's not 100% necessary. It's just like a few, like, it's just like a few neat little things here and there that you could potentially, you know, just get. Maybe, like, star bits or, like, a coins or, you know, like a 1-up or whatever. But one thing you're definitely going to be doing a lot in this mission is ground pounding. And it's because they're trying to encourage you, and that's the one thing that I love about this game, is that they're always encouraging you to mess around with, like, certain things. That's why they put all of these, like, little pegs and everything like that, is because in previous levels you know that if you ground pound on a little peg like this, something will happen. So they're trying to teach you that because it's going to be important for the boss later on at the end of this mission. I just feel bad for this caterpillar. You know, like, he's just, like, vibing, just munching inside of an apple, and we're forcing him, you know, to go out of said apple and help us progress throughout the level. So again, we're gonna need, ooh, a 6 life. Thankfully, it's just gonna, like, bounce off of the vine over here. It's not really gonna go anywhere. Yeah, oh yeah, some star bits show up if you go this way. So I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and collect some of those. And then we can finally go on to the little arena over here with, like, this little tree that almost kind of looks like a piece of broccoli. Oh no, we got a star bunny running for... We got a Banui. Somebody, anybody, help! So this here is Major Burrows. This guy could be a little bit tricky if you're not really good with your reflexes and whatnot. He's a very fuzzy-looking character. Almost kind of looks like Lotso from from Toy Story 3. Alright, so then, again, you just want to ground pound, run after him, and then smack him in the butt. Obviously, he's going to be really mad about that. Oh, yeah. I'm done playing around now. I'll show you. Almost going to go Super Saiyan for a second. So, whenever he pops out of the ground like this, you just want to go ahead and ground pound. Gonna do it again. And then... smack! Okay. That last hit can be probably the hardest, just because of the fact that he starts running away a little bit quicker than he would normally. Oh, don't worry, a little Banui. You've gone ahead and gotten rid of the scary mole man. What do you gotta say? Thanks, you saved me, boyoing, boyoing. What are you trying to be, like Mr. Saturn? Behind Grapefruit Falls, zoom! There's a secret to say password. Wait 3 minutes. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom. Dingy, dingy, ding. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom. Boing, ding, ding. If anybody gets that reference, then, I mean, you're awesome. But, yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna know what that is. Aside from the fact that it's, like, it's a song that's, like, obviously that's based off of, Saturn Valley from Earthbound. Oh my god, that's another game I'm gonna have to consider at some point in the future. I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that game, though. As much as I love Earthbound, I suck terribly at it. So it would probably be, like, the most casual of playthroughs possible. It definitely wouldn't be, like, a 100% playthrough or anything like that. Because I am hot garbage at that game. Wow, we are just flying through Gusty Garden here because it's only, man, only 11 minutes? Dang, I have like another 10 that I could potentially do something with here. But, I mean, we're just gonna have to see what it is that we can do. Alright, so for this one, there is a secret mission here, and a lot of it is tied to this particular, question mark coin, quote-unquote. And it's gonna deal a lot with these flowers that you've been flying on so far. So you just want to keep collecting them, like normal. Go ahead and get that. And then you're going to notice that this rainbow star has gone ahead and appeared. So what you want to do, when you head on over to this planet over here, there's a golden chain chomp, if you can see, like, very, like, distant. You're just going to want to run into it, and boom. That's how you get the secret star in this galaxy. Very, very easy. But, I honestly didn't know about that, like, the first time that I was playing this game. I'm pretty sure I had to look up that one. Because even then, by this point, YouTube was starting to become a thing, so everybody was posting walkthroughs and stuff like that on YouTube. Like, that was the Wild West of the internet back in those days. Like, there was really no law about anything, so there were spoilers and stuff like that already for Mario Galaxy, like, long before it ever came out here into America, because everybody was posting stuff about the Japanese version, of course. So that was honestly how I found out about a lot of games, was people posting footage from, like, Tokyo Game Show or, like, Japanese trailers and stuff like that. To me, that was, like, some of the biggest... I built up, like, a bunch of hype surrounding this game just by watching Japanese, like, pre-release stuff from Japan, because I honestly just could not wait. Because back then they didn't back then they didn't live stream or tape their E3 conferences the way that they do with, like, directs, or the way that they did, like, back in the 2010s, because live streaming technology still wasn't, still hadn't been perfected yet. So it was still like kind of... So E3 2007, I never saw anything about E3 2007 except for I want to say some of the stuff that they did with like Mario Kart Wii. I remember that they talked about that very briefly, and I remember that they did a little bit of Mario Galaxy just to kind of show, oh yeah, it's coming out soon, so you're definitely going to want to pre-order it and stuff like that. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I remember they were saying that it got a delay or something like that. I don't remember. But that year, all eyes for me were on Mario Galaxy. No other game mattered. And I'm honestly like really, really happy that I waited. Because in the meantime, I had all these other games that were coming out on the Wii, and most of them I still have in my collection, you know, to this day. If there's one thing that my mom has said multiple times, she has said that the Wii was like the greatest investment that she ever made for me. Because I still have my original Wii from 16, 17 years ago. We don't use it anymore because, I mean, obviously we got the Wii U, so, I mean, like, backwards compatibility-wise, there's really no reason to use the Wii anymore, but the fact that I still have almost all of my original games, is a real testament to just how much I loved that console, because, for me anyway, that was the first console that was, like, mine and mine alone. Like, it wasn't one that I had to share with, like, my cousins. It wasn't one that I had to share, you know, with anybody else. It was just mine and mine alone that I could play, like, after school or, like, you know, on trips to my dad's house or, you know, things like that. So, like, Dad was, whenever I went over to my dad's, like, during Christmas or, like, on certain visits and things like that, I would go ahead and he would take me to GameStop and we would go and, like, look for, like, new games and things like that to buy. That's actually how I came across Mad World, believe it or not. I don't know what it was. Dad was there, and it was an M-rated game, but I didn't care because I liked the cover. Because I thought the cover was, like, the coolest looking thing ever, because it was just this dude in, like, a Sin City, like, almost kind of art style that was holding a chainsaw. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I didn't care that it was rated M, but Dad let me get it anyway. You know, it was like, okay, well, you know, you're responsible, you know, for so on and so forth. Honestly, I'm really legitimately surprised that my parents trusted me enough with the stuff that I was into, because I don't think any other parent would have been that forgiving of their kid wanting to play something. Well, at least any responsible adult, anyway. Because I know that there's, like, horror stories of people who have worked at GameStop and stuff like that, where kids have tried to coerce, you know, their parents into letting them play, like, an M-rated game, and they know that it's M-rated and they shouldn't be playing it because of the content in it and whatnot. But no, my parents trusted me, like, enough to know that I was responsible enough to know that, oh yeah, there was naughty things in this game. And, you know, they would warn me. It's like, okay, but just so you know, there is, you know, some inappropriate things in there, but if you think that you can handle it, then, I mean, you know, that's fine. Just don't come crying to us when you can't handle it. So it was kind of like a tough love kind of a thing. That's how they were with movies, too. Because I always wanted to watch more adult grown-up movies compared to, like, all of my folks and everything like that. So they were always more than willing to let me watch those. In fact, believe it or not, because of the fact that I was diagnosed with autism at a very, very young age, they tried to teach me how to swear by showing me episodes of South Park when I was a kid, because my speech was all just, like, super robotic and, like, and like, honestly, it did not sound like a human, like, even remotely. It sounded very robotic, very, excuse me, very monotone. So my parents thought that they could remedy that by showing me episodes of South Park so they could teach me how to swear. And honestly, I think that's how I ended up learning how to swear like a sailor. Like, I'm not even, like, the biggest South Park fan or anything like that. Like, say what you will about South Park, as controversial as it is, like every now and again when they have a funny bit, they really can be like funny. When they're not like purposely trying to offend somebody. And I think that that's like just kind of the general like why I think like South Park has lasted for as long as it is because they know that they're like purposely trying to offend people. So it's like everybody's in on the joke. So everybody knows that it's like, okay, well, you can't really get too offended by South Park because it's like that's the whole gimmick, is that they're trying to offend you. So, like, even then, though, you know, like, they've still managed to, like, really push the boundaries of what it is that you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Oh my god. I totally forgot that this was a Daredevil run for a second. I'm not gonna lie. I legitimately was almost about to, like, let him, like, run into me, and then I completely forgot that there was a giant 1 in the right-hand corner of the screen. Oh my god. Well, hey, it's perfect that we were able to do the Daredevil run and everything like that, and finish everything up with Gusty Garden in just one video. Oh my god, that's insane. But thankfully, we were able to get through it just fine. So, I am happy about that at the very least. Whew. Alright, 49 stars. We're almost up to 60. That is insane to me. But that's a great place to end things off for now. So, what I'm going to do, next time on Super Mario Galaxy, we are 1 star away from, like, fully finishing off Gusty Garden, but again, that's not going to be until, like, way, way later in the game. But we're done with Gusty Garden for now. So, in the next episode, we're going to head on over to the desert for Dusty Dune Galaxy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Sorry, I literally just had a brain fart for a second. Like, I was trying to come up with something to say, and then the words just, like, didn't come out. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.